Hello and welcome to the Money Queen podcast. I am Alex Nicolaitis, the Money Queen. I'm here to unite the masculine and feminine energetics of money and invite you in joining me to break the stigma of we don't talk about money here. I will deliver the loving bitch slaps that you need in your business to elevate you as a leader and support you to that next level and welcoming in the wealthiest version of yourself. With over 13 years in the accounting and bookkeeping industry, I utilize the support of the masculine in systems, structure, support, and ATO compliance, combined with the feminine of the energetics of mentoring, guiding, getting really curious. So hit that subscribe button, leave me a rating, and I cannot wait to have you by my side as we raise the feminine collective and create true generational wealth and change. Glad to have you here. Welcome back, everyone, for the return listeners. Today is a little bit of a juicy one. Not little. It is a lot juicy and also incredibly topical at the moment. And it is lessons learnt from Barbie, Taylor Swift, good old T Swifty, Threads, and the bloody recession. I don't know about you, but I'm fucking sick of hearing about the recession. Anywho, let's dive in. The first fact that I have for you today, and I say fact intentionally because I've fact-checked this a couple of times, there has been US dollars of $330 million spent on opening weekend of Barbie. 337 US dollars has been invested in a freaking movie to go and see it. People all around the world have spent 337 million US dollars. People are spending. People are spending. They are also saying that the cost of living is increasing, but people aren't spending. I'll argue that. 337 million, my friend, US. So what I want to highlight in this is, what are you focusing on? What are you focusing in your reality? What are you focusing on in your business? Are you focusing on the fact, because I'm not arguing the fact that that the cost of living is increasing. I'm arguing the fact that people aren't spending. And that's where people are focusing their energy. They're focusing their attention. They're allowing that to be an excuse that no one is spending anymore. No, they actually are. The world has just spent $337 million watching a movie about freaking Barbie. About Barbie. And you're telling me that no one is spending? Bullshit. I call bullshit. So what are you choosing to focus on? How are you choosing to communicate to your clients? Because obviously the people that invested in this $337 million, and I am one of them, right? I'm not adverse to this. They saw value in investing their money into watching this movie. I don't even like Barbie. I didn't have Barbies growing up. I don't have an attachment to it. And I particularly still don't even now. I've not left the movie and I'm like, oh, I really want to go and get a Barbie. Like, no, that's just not a thing. But they created such a hype in their marketing that I was so curious about watching it, to be like, what is all this hype about? Right? And because I think, particularly even for my case, because I didn't grow up with Barbie, I don't have that attachment. I don't have a daughter to be like, oh, let's go and watch this Barbie movie together. It's even heightened the fact that, like, you can create a desire out of nothing where there is previously no attachment from really great marketing, from a really thought out, intentional plan, and the follow through, the consistency, the saturating the markets. How often are you telling your potential clients, your ideal client, your social media, what offerings you have? How often are you reminding them what your current focus is for the month? How you can add value to their life? How frequently are you getting in their face? Because at the moment, Barbie is freaking everywhere. Everywhere. And that's what made me curious. Because I'm like, shit, I just can't get away from it. So I'm curious to know what the hype is all about. Incredible marketing. So the next example I want to talk to you today about is T Swifty, Taylor Swift tour. And again, I'm going to start this with the recession is here. No one is spending. It's hard to get clients. It's, X, Y, and Z. Woe is me. Rah, rah, rah. The world's going to friggin' end. Yeah, well, one day, but not today. Perhaps not tomorrow. And so it's predicted that 1 billion, yes, I said $1 billion globally is going to be made by Taylor Swift on this tour that she's doing, or the upcoming tour. I don't know when it is. I'm not a T-Swiftie. Is that what they're called? I think so. I'm not a fangirl of hers, full stop. She's great. I love the vibe, but not for me. And 35 million in it from the Australian tour. So let's just focus in on that. 35 million in Australia from the Australian tour is going to be invested, or has already been invested, in seeing this one woman perform. So what can we learn from this? A, people are spending. It's the point of difference is, are you making it valuable enough to them to put their money, to invest their money? Or is the marketing incredible and you have built up such a hype that someone who didn't even know that they wanted to see this movie, were interested in this concept or this idea or this program for their life, they didn't even know how much my life could change because of your program, is now excited, is now handing over their dollars and cents. What are you focusing on, and therefore what are you creating? Because you can make your program, you can make your product, you can make your service irresistible and a no-brainer to your clients if you are aligned with it, if you embody your program, if you are sold on yourself and sold on your program and sold on the value that you give your clients. Are you? Are you actually? And if you answer no to that, or if you hesitate in that response, there's something there for you. What is out of integrity? What is out of alignment? What gets to elevate? What gets to shift? What gets to change so that you can be? So that you can speak to an ideal client and get them freaking excited about working with you. What does my life get to look like when I work with Al? I get to love numbers. I get to be financially literate. I get to be confident in knowing my numbers and knowing what that means for my life, for my family, for my future. I get to have certainty around what money is coming into my world and what money is leaving my world, and be okay with that. I get to have a regulated nervous system when I work with Al because I've shifted my relationship with money. I no longer see it as greedy and rich, and I no longer have negative connotations on these words. They're just words. They're just experiences, and they get to be here. Right? I'm not placing all of this pressure and expectation and need and fear and scarcity around money, around numbers. It gets to be fun. It gets to be playful. It gets to be enjoyable. You get to enjoy it. You get to enjoy creating it. You get to enjoy spending it. That's what happens when you work with me. That pitch is a completely different space and energy and vibration if I was not sold on myself, if I was not confident as fuck about the results that I can deliver with my clients and the experience that they get to have when they say yes to their yes, when they say yes to working with me, when they say yes to forming a different relationship with money. You probably want to sign up to me right now. If you do, go onto my website, alexunscripted.com, fill out a contact me form, and let's book in a call. Say yes to your yes, queen. So the next thing in here, are you communicating effectively with what experience they are going to have when they work with you? I just said that, right? What is your version of that? If you were lit up by receiving what mine was just now, is that the energy that you give? Or can it be elevated? Can it be shifted? Can it be changed? What vibration do you actually want your ideal clients to feel, to think, to receive? If you're not happy with that, you get to change. New energy gets to be created and put into that so that they are magnetized by your offer, by your presence, by your being, so that they connect with your heart and know that you are there to serve. If you are listening to this episode and are picking up what I'm putting down and are ready to unpack and elevate your money story, then pop over to my website and see the money coaching package that is calling your name. Find out for yourself why I have been called the money queen that everyone needs in their life. After working with me, my clients are reclaiming their power in their business, and this has seen them bring hundreds of thousands of dollars into their businesses after having me on board their team. Are you ready to expand? Then let's fucking go, queen. Book in a call with me on my website, which is alexunscripted.com, to show the universe that you are here for everything that you fucking desire and you are taking action. So with Taylor Swift, another thing that I want to highlight with her is, there's such a huge difference. She is effectively playing to an audience. She can play to an audience of 5 people at the local pub, or she can play to an audience of 5 million at, I don't know, whatever stadiums are around here. I actually don't know. At a large stadium. And what the difference is the pub vibe. It's just at the pub. Like, it's, okay, cool. So no frills. But the experience at the stadium, it's like that. That is a concert. That is an event. That is a holistic process, a holistic thing that we get to be a part of. You get ready for it. You dress up. There's a vibe. There's so many people going. So you get to be a part of this tribe that's going there for the night. You're there and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait for this. Everyone is there for the same reason. Then she gets on stage and you're like, yes, I know all of her songs because I'm obsessed with her. And she just delivers this immaculate performance because her vibration is up here. She is so sold on herself. She is so clear on the value and the experience that she is giving her clients, i.e. the people at her concert. She wants to deliver the absolute best experience that she can. So she has invested time, money, energy, and attention in creating this stadium, in selling out these stadiums, in the acrobat stuff that happens, in the performance, the dance routines that she curates, the backup dances that get to happen, right? There's moving pieces in that to create this amazing experience. What does that look like in your business? Do you have support in the back end, like your backup dancers, so that the people coming into your world feel supported, not just by you? If you're welcoming in more people into your world, you get to have more support on your back end so that your people are actually held. They feel held. They feel seen. They feel heard. So are you creating a pub experience or a concert? You get to decide. Let me remind you again, $1 billion globally or 35 million in Australia. And you tell me again that people in Australia aren't spending? I call bullshit. Another area that I want to poke a stick at today in this episode is threads. The reason why this has grinded my gears a little bit, and I want to speak into it, I get to speak into it, thank you for listening, is because everyone was so goddamn quick to jump on this trend, to jump on board for fear of missing out, for FOMO, right? And then it's pretty much died in the ass in the first week. I don't know about you, but I haven't seen very many threads after the first week. And some statistics around that, right? In the first 7 hours of threads, there were 10 million users. In the first 24 hours, there was 30 million users. In the first 5 days, 100 million. And by the end of the first fortnight, 2 weeks, 150 million users. So what I see as an outsider who didn't jump on board this trend, who is not one of these 150 million users, is this society creates this ideal of what you need to look like, what you need to talk like, what you need to walk like. Barbie themes, right? And so then when this new program is created, i.e. Threads, everyone's like, I need to be the part of this. I need to be included in this. I need to walk like them. I need to talk like them. I need to look like them. I need to look like I'm active in the thing that's viral at the moment. So I'm going to attach to Threads and I'm going to start posting on Threads and I'm going to be a part of it just because. I will ask you this. For what purpose? For what purpose? That's a question that I ask myself quite frequently in life and business. For what purpose? Because I choose to live intentionally. And if there's no purpose other than going with the crowd, I say no. And that's exactly what happened with me with Threads. I'm like, why? For what purpose? I've already got a plethora of marketing platforms that I utilize, and I'm still even yet to utilize the full capacity of them. So why would I add an extra one? Why would I add an extra distraction? For me, it didn't make sense. So I said no. I stuck to my guns, and I'm so happy for it. That is my truth. That may not be your truth, but that's mine. And another theme in this is the sheep mentality of society. Here's this new product. Here's this film telling you how to look, feel, and act. And then here's this new product that everyone needs to get a part of to make sure that you're part of the tribe. Let's put this into the money context. We don't talk about money here. It's unsafe to talk about money. It's rude to talk about money. Why? It's because we haven't done it. It's because society says no. It's because it's frowned upon. It's because people who are wealthy are seen as greedy. They are seen as bad people. They are portrayed as bad people. Some of the wealthiest people in the world donate so generously. But that's not highlighted. What's highlighted are the people who do have money and choose to use that for negative things. That's highlighted in the media because that fuels society's portrayal of people who have money are greedy, filthy rich, ugly, gross people. You don't want to be associated with them. If I have more than enough, I'll be seen as greedy and filthy rich. And I'll be seen as less than. I'll be seen as taking advantage of X, Y, and Z, my employees, my staff, my clients. Actually, is it you owning your worth? Is it you stepping into your power? Is it you claiming that it's safe to have more than enough, that I want more than enough? I want a mansion to live in. I want the white picket fence. And in order for me to get that, I get to do X, Y, and Z. I get to claim the value that I deserve. I get to claim the value that I know that I am worthy of because I've put so much time, energy, attention, and investment in myself that I know that I'm worth it. I know that the experience that I deliver to my clients is worth the dollar value that I put on my program. Can that not be a story? As opposed to greedy, filthy rich, bad person? Sit on that for a minute. What stories from society are you holding on to as your truth when you've not actually questioned what your truth is? This is an invitation for you to do that. Are you allowing yourself to be one of those extra sheep in the herd? Or can you walk away from that and create your own path? Because that's an option too. It's just that not many choose it. Not many choose it. Why? Because, staying with the sheep analogy, you need to forge your own path. The grass is not worn down. You're going to get knocks to the face from the grass, blades of grass that are in front of you. There's probably going to be insects in those blades of grass, which you may get freaked out about, but you'll learn to deal with them. You will learn to either cut the grass or stamp on the grass to make your own path. Be like, hey world, here the heck I am. I'm making space. I am taking up room. I'm allowing my voice to be heard, to be seen, to be felt. And I don't need anyone else's permission or approval to create this path. I am doing this on my own. And if you'd like to follow me, great. If you'd like to join me, amazing. But if the answer to both those questions is no, that's fine too. You do you, boo, and I'ma do me over here. So once you are clear on what your ideal life looks like, what your path in the grass looks like, because you're moving away from that herd, and the reason why you're doing that, because I don't want to just stay keeping up with the Joneses over here. I want to do my own thing over here because I want to create a different reality, because I want to create generational shift, because I want to start talking about money in my family and making it less of a taboo thing that we do. Great. That's the first step. And then ask yourself, what are my values in life? And is my spending in alignment with that? If you haven't listened to the Ditch the Budgets episode, listen to that and connect with creating a mindful money plan. Another invitation for you here in getting clear on what your truth is in relationship to money and allowing yourself to step away from that herd of being in that sheep pack mentality is episode number 9. Getting clear. Actually, I don't think it's episode 9. No. I don't think it's episode 9 anymore, but the one about my 12 money rules. Listen to that and take the time, invest the time in getting clear on what your money rules are and are they aligned to your values? Because, as I say pretty much every episode, money loves clarity. Are you providing it with that clarity? Are you providing it with what you desire? Or are you just going with the crowd? It's not to say that's right or wrong, good or bad, evil or good. But if that's not your truth, and there's resentment there, there's anger there, there's frustration there, you get to lean into that. You get to create a different story. This is your life, and you get to live it how you choose. So what is your choice? Thank you, Queen, for saying yes to your yes in listening to this episode and being a part of raising the feminine collective one conversation at a time. Remember to share this episode with your business besties and join me in breaking the tabooness around having money conversations. As always, if you have enjoyed this episode, please rate, subscribe, and share this on your social media, remembering to tag me in it to help this conversation go further, which creates a bigger ripple effect.